All right, folks. Cheaha Challenge, 100 miler, the century, 99.8 actually. So you're gonna have to ride around from point two to get that full hundo. It seems. Um, One thing I always like to do is take a look. Ride with GPS outlines the climbs. So here we've got all the climbs. We're gonna show all of them on the left side. Oh, I didn't want to click on it. Zoom out map. So don't do that. Don't click on it. But over here, you can highlight them, and it'll show you, what they are, how steep they are. So we start off with a kind of a net uphill, a little kicker here, but kind of an uphill grind, 2%, 4% as you get out of town, and then into the first proper little climb, 1.8 miles at 3.5%. Everyone's going to be pretty excited there, I'm guessing. But if we think about it, it's still a long ways to the first really long climb. So first really long one comes at 39. We got some little punchy ones before that. But you should be able to have people to ride with. Typically a bigger event, so you should have folks that you're able to group up with. Even if you don't make it over the top here with everyone. Looks like a fast little descent. If we kind of zoom in up here, looks like a faster descent, not too technical. One right hand bender, and then fairly straight, and then into a little more technical turn at the top of that next little punchy hill. If you end up getting dropped, you're not with the lead pack here. If you find yourself by yourself, it's a long ways still, so I would be looking backwards. If you can't catch back on, look behind you and see if there's a group coming. You're going to be better off integrating with others and having folks to share the workload with. The next climb right here, 2.7 miles at 3.7%. That includes a little downhill or flat section there, so it's actually probably going to be more like 5-6%. So that one's not going to feel too good. You're going to feel that one. And then again, more rolling until I'm going to zoom back out here. So that's going to be through this little windy section here. That's going to be pretty fun, actually. So this is that second climb. And you can see how it's kind of this windy section. And then you've got the big climb. So we're not going to talk about every single climb here, but the big ones. First one, 3.6 miles at 6% with 1,300 feet of gain. That's gonna be a tough one. And then you got the descent off the backside. So let's see how technical we are here. So that's the Cheaha climb there. And then off the backside of this, you've got the descent, obviously, a few little turns, but then it's pretty fast. It looks like, and wide open for most of it. 2/3 of that descent looks like it's going to be just wide open. Then you got your turnaround. So you go up a hill, turn around, come back down, and then we got the back side of this, which isn't quite as steep. So I say it's not as steep. A little bit longer, slightly less steep, but it's going to be a tough climb as well. And then after that, you're riding the course backwards, so you've seen everything on the way out. But nothing really to speak of until kind of near the end here. Although once fatigue hits these legs, these little climbs, these 1 milers at 6%, they're going to hurt. I mean, those are going to be, if you're riding at 15 miles an hour, which if you're riding at 15 miles an hour up a 6% grade, you're a very elite level. But most people are probably going to be, that's going to be it could be 10 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. 6 miles an hour, depending on how much fatigue's in the legs. So those are going to be some settle in kind of climbs, even though they're shorter on the back half of this, most likely, depending on what kind of group you're with. And then it's going to be that fast run in until this final climb, which you're looking at 1.8 miles, 4.5%. And then after that, you're home free at that 93 mile mark, assuming there's no like crazy headwind or something. But you'll be home free there, and finish line will be in sight. You'll be able to celebrate and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So it looks like a fun course. Technically speaking, hard right-hand turn here. Be careful on that one. On the way out, this windy section is uphill, so nothing really to worry about there. This technical section on the descent, so this is going to be a descent that's going to be pretty technical. So that's going to be a slower descent for most people. So be cautious on that as you're descending Cheaha. Just be cautious. You don't want to go off the road or anything. But yeah, have fun. Pace yourself. Nutrition. Remember, it's always, especially early on, it's always better to be with a group than by yourself. Ride your pace on the climbs early on, and try to get to where you're saving. You still got energy in the tank at the top of this final climb, because you still have 40 miles of grinding with a few good climbs to go. So don't get lazy on nutrition. One mistake I always make is, it'd be easy to think of this climb as like the end, the big challenge, and it's easy to get behind on nutrition. So make sure you're still fuel through here, ride your pace. You're still 28 miles out, and you can feel like it's over, and it's not. So make sure you're make sure you're hydrating, stay on top of that. So long rides, hard rides, pacing, nutrition, those are your keys. So pacing and nutrition, and always be evaluating, is it worth it for me to try to catch the group in front of me, and the energy it's going to cost, or is there a group behind me? But you want to be with people as much of this as you can. All right, have fun, grip and rip, ride smart, ride hard, earn the day.